Friends, welcome back. I am Wicked Crafty Mom, and that was just to help me figure out where I was on my videos, because otherwise sometimes I get a little confused. It'll be fine. Alright, so this is a junk journal with me, and this is the mess that I make making stuff. Okay, so we are still working on the pages that we were working on. Oh, yes, this batch of pages here. These pages. So this is the next batch. Okay, so my cat is in here. My bunny Phoebe has been hopping around in here this morning. My husband was like, Phoebe and Weiss are like, what are those animals with witches? I was like, familiars? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. They're my familiars. So they pop in and out of the room. Phoebe's been making big circles around the house today. Usually she doesn't. So our house is set up kind of in a circle with like stairs upstairs and downstairs kind of in the middle. So there's big O that, is our house layout. So Phoebe runs circles around the house. Weiss does too. When she's having her zippy time. She doesn't call it that. I do. She's loony. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is, I like this music for the page, so I have to find where I put my templates. So I do like this particular, the dictionary page itself. Why can't I find these? I'm looking for them still. I like the dictionary page itself, but this is so flimsy that I worry about, really just adhering anything specific to it. Or anything too heavy. There they are. I knew I had them. Okay, so I got two of them, so in case I lose one. This over by my sewing machine. Remind me if I lose this one. I've seen it happen. It's not my favorite, but I've seen it happen. I know. I've seen me do it. So, yeah. So, Weiss got me today. I have been so good with this cat because not letting her do this because she just likes to muckle onto my arm. So I made this thing, and it was out of a pair of leggings that I had. And this was before I went through the Great Purge and decided to sacrifice all my clothes because I'm mad at them for not fitting anymore. So I just cut some strips so that it would be fun for her to play with. It kind of looks like a jellyfish or something. I don't know. Anyway, she loves this toy, and every time she muckles onto my arm now, I try to reach for the toy because I know she wants to play with me, but I don't want to play that way. Love does not equal abuse, Weiss. So, anyway, I was just kind of grinning and bearing it because I wasn't really sure how to make it stop. Because she wanted to play, and she wanted to play with me. And so that flattery will get you everywhere. So I don't know, but I'm trying to not let her use my arm as a scratching post. So I lost my scissors. Friends, I lost my scissors. I put them away. I always consider it lost when they're put away. This How do you confuse yourself? Clean. Tidy up. You'll have no idea where things are. All right. So I'm just cutting this. Oh, whoops. I meant to cut it a little smaller because I did want some of the dictionary page to kind of peek around the edges. Where's my dictionary page? Here it is. Okay. So I'm just going to move it in a little bit and there. So this will give me, so if the way I figure it out is, this is, if I were to do it like this, that takes care of one edge. That's how much I want poking through the first, around these edges. So then I just double that. So now when I have this cut down, it will have this much room, but on all four edges, if that makes sense. I think it does. So I'm using this, there's a line in the music. So I'm just going to use the line to cut on because I know that's a straight line. Let go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. There. So, I mean, or not if you do it wrong. Okay, cool. Just cut a little more off. So there. Alright, so now I'm just erasing my pencil lines because I can't cut straight. Alright, there we go. So now you can still see some of the dictionary page poking out. Not as much as I would like to have for a page, but it's what I got. It'll be fine, right? Totally fine. All right. Yeah, the ink thing is working much better now that I'm smushing harder. That was the problem. I wasn't getting enough ink on it, apparently. How do you keep an April busy? Give her an ink pad. And she'll sit there for hours inking stuff with as little ink as possible. Anywho, so now I squish it harder and that's fine. When a problem comes along, you must squish it. That's how it goes, right? So, back when I was 16, and I know I was 16 because I happen to know, well, obviously I was there, but also I know I was 16 because of just some circumstances around where I got this chair, but nothing bad or weird or anything. But anyway, so I got this chair. It was like a stadium chair, so it had a cushion on the bottom and then a supported like canvas back. And I called it my Devo chair because I wrote Devo music on it. It's 16 years old because I was a dork. Dork. So, anyway, that was fun. I had my Devo chair. But I want to say I ended up running out of Devo songs and wanting to put more on. I was making like a word collage, basically. If the chair had belonged to somebody else, it would have been probably considered graffiti. But I loved my Devo chair. No idea what happened to it. I was was going to make a joke about how it could be here in my dining room, but it's really not. I know it's not, because I don't have it anymore. I haven't had it for years. This is not helpful. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, I have this. Whoa, that's way big. That's way bigger than I thought it was. All right. Well, okay, since we're not going to be using that, I think that I am just going to make like a flip up so that there's more room to write. All right, so if I do this, so what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to measure how much I need for my flip ups. Space. I like this. And so right here is about good. So I'm going to actually use my grid. I know. I think it was there. Yeah, that works. Okay. I try to find something on the paper that I can mark with my eyes to figure out where I need to position stuff. Like I'm a very visual person, so when I'm driving, the best way is for me is if, for example, you are giving me directions, I need to know landmarks and visual things that will help me I figure out where I am. That's the best way. Maps work for me because I'm visual too, so I'm pretty decent with maps, but I'm just rambling, pretty much. Okay, so I like this length, and when I flip it up, it's gonna go like that. So what I do not need is, I don't need this, because I got a plan for this. So I'm gonna cut some of this end off, but not all of it. I'm trying to talk through my thoughts, and my thoughts are so convoluted that, like, makes it difficult to talk through my thoughts. Okay. So, I like this part, but I'm not as huge a fan of this part. And ideally, when I'm done, this is gonna flip up like this and give all this writing space and then this writing space. So, dum. So now I'm looking for something to use for writing space, but I think I'm just gonna, this. All right. So this is how skinny I need it. Skinny. Okay. Now, yeah, it'll be fine. I'm going to cut some of this off. Oh, I figured out a thing yesterday. I wanted to show this because it's kind of like amazing. I have issues when I can't see where I'm trying to put my ruler. Hold on. This will make sense in a second because I want to show you this. But okay, here's my little ruler. This is what I want to show you. So I have this, and I want to take off just a smidge. Just a little sliver, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, you need 2 rulers for this, or like a piece of cardboard or something. You could use a piece of cardboard. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to do it with cardboard. So there. This is what I want to take off because I want, it's not really, but for example, because I want a nice small edge. I mean, I want a ripped edge here, but I don't want to take a ton off, okay? So here's this, right? Let's take a super tiny chunk. I think this will work. We'll see. I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to line it up with the template. And then I'm going to press down really hard right away. And then I'm going to rip. And you want to, whoops, press down all the way. See what happened because I didn't? Anyway, I want a bigger piece off here, but the reason I was showing you that is because really, I mean, it took off this little bit. And if I had been pressing down better and harder, let's see if I can finish this. Just to say I did. Yeah, there it is. And so now I've taken off that edge. And it was just a little bit. So, that was my trick that I learned all by myself. I don't know if anybody else knows that trick, but it works really well, I think. And 2 and 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3. Why isn't it? Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I was having trouble lining it up for some reason. Okay. Alright, so I definitely want this little bit of overlap. Oops. Or underlap, I guess it would be. Because I want these to join right here. So I don't want it to do this. I don't want to see this. I want this to hide. Because I'm very ashamed of it. Give me just a second, guys. I got a cough. Okay. I'm back. Alright, so what I'm going to do now... oh, okay, I put it away. Look at me putting stuff away again. That's why I'm so confused about it. Where it went. Okay. I don't need to worry about inking this little flap because no one's going to see it. So I'm just going to ink the edges of this. And the edges. All right. I'm wondering now if I want to keep and just, instead of adding another layer, because this book is already a little bit chunkier than I wanted it to be. So maybe I'll just do this and ink it up a little bit and then ink the edges. Just kind of take some of, whoops, make some crinkles, you know, whatever. Just kind of take some of the harshness away, kind of soften it up a little bit. There. Now I am going to ink this because this will probably show at some point. Okay, yep. Here we go. Get a nice edge on it. All right. So that works there. And it's still, like, it kind of matches a little bit more. It's not, and it made a decent difference. So, okay, now I'm going to ink the edge of this. Ink it, ink it. Ink, 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 ink. Oh, speaking of music, so this is pretty cool. The Wagner, estate, the Wagner estate, you know, Ride of the Valkyries. The Wagner estate has declared officially that the official words of Ride of the Valkyries is kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit. So that's pretty exciting. Today in 2020 news. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. That, I mean, we all knew that, but it was nice of them to make it official, I thought. So, because that's how I sing it. Although, and I have to say, that song. I watch Z Nation at least once a year. The whole thing, all the way through. And there is one scene in Z Nation where Ride of the Valkyries is played. And it's just perfect. And Z Nation is zombies, in case you weren't aware. It is a zombie show, and it is... I love it. I love it so much. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my glue stick on here to glue this down. Because, again, it's not... This is going to have a lot of movement on it, so I'm not super excited about just using the glue stick to hold it. So I am putting it on backwards, you know, as one does. But also I am going to just use the glue stick for now, because it is going to... oh, it's crooked. No, unglue, unglue. Unglue. Unglue, 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 unglue. Yes! Won that. That was close. Here, this is what I'm going to do, because that other way was silly. I'm lining up my edges here to make sure that I don't do that again. And then I'm just going to throw some more ink on. Scoot it down just a touch because there we go. You want to have some room for when it folds down so that it doesn't squish it and break it and make it bad. Okay. So it's still a little crooked, but definitely not as crooked as it was. And that's a good thing. You guys, one of my favorite, like, groups of people is Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg. They are like, they're just my favorites. Like, they tease each, like, it looks like they tease each other and hang out with each other, and just, I just think it's fun. Let's see, maybe I want, oh, no, but I like that. Okay. I just kind of am feeling like I'm wasting this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. This one's going to go here. Which is fine, because I totally intended to decorate this page anyway. So, do-do-do-do. Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba. Husband just answered the phone, and it is... And then didn't talk anymore, so I'm assuming it was a robocall. They love, love, love to call our phones. I am really hoping that with this new upcoming administration that one of the things that will be addressed is spam calls, because a lot of the rules and regulations around spam calls and just, you know, harassing people were altered in this administration, and I'm hoping that new rules will be put into place or reinstated or something so that we can not get spam calls, because I hate them. I hate them a lot. A lot. Okay. What am I looking for? Oh, I remember now. Okay. So I have, this'll work. So I have these that I had made. These 3 tags. And I can decorate these. And I can put backings on them. Oh, I made this. This was my envelope. Okay. This was one of my envelopes. That makes sense. And ink around the edges so that they show up. So I'm just inking the edges now for fun while I think of how I want to decorate. So I'm going to need like more blues, and that's not my ink pad, that's my ink pad cover. Hello. All right, ink, 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 ink. Man, I know way too many versions of that song. Ink, 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 ink. Okay. Still inking all the edges. Do-do-do. Bam. All right, so the other thing I want to do is I like these little brads. I think they're adorable in it. However, I don't like the little pokey pitons. So we're going to cover those up. What I used to do when I scrapbooked was cover them up with the Xyron adhesive, like what was left over after you make your sticker. Like the clear plastic stuff that you would, anyway, the adhesive would transfer to whatever spot didn't have paper on it, and you could use it for like tape basically. So I used to tape the ends so that they wouldn't move around and stuff. I would tape the back, but that was with scrapbooking, and I wasn't pulling stuff in and out, and it wasn't interactive like it is, like this is. So, you know, everything was behind plastic. So you can't really, like, unless you haul the whole page out, you can't really play with it. So, yeah. I can definitely glue this down. And now you can see it. I don't know why I'm saying definitely so much, friends. I just don't know. So I think, oh, you know what? Maybe I put a strip of this behind the tags. That's what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. All right. Oop. I'm going to cover my ink. Naughty. Left my ink out. Okay. So, cut this out a little bit. All right, I'm going to tear the edge off here. So let's tear the edge down here too, just for grins and giggles. Okay. My husband's checking to see if I'm on the video, so if you can hear me mouthing stuff to him because my lips are noisy, sorry. I don't know if my lips are noisy. They sounded it to me, though. He was just trying to find out if I was filming, because I wasn't saying anything when he came in. Do-do-do-do. All right. I kind of like that. So we're going to do that. That was easy. Look at that. Okay. Ink, 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 ink. Ink, 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 ink. Ink, 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 ink. So I think I've been doing, I would say that if I had to pick a year for quitting smoking, 2020, knowing what I know now, probably would not have been it. I'm going to say that. You know, if future hindsight was a thing. Okay. So again, I just tore this bit off because I don't need it. And this bit was because okay. Anyway, you were there. You saw me. We talked about this. It's fine. Okay. So, now I'm going to glue, 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 glue. I want it right about lined up with this. Is what I'm going to do. And then I'll line the rest of it up from there. Okay. This is not art glitter glue. This is Elmer's Glue All. See, because I put the tape here so that you would know, and so I would know. So my husband came in one day and he was hanging out with me and he started to pop quiz me about my glues. He was like, do you even know what kind of glues you have? And I was like, yes, this does this, this does this, this does this. And he was like, oh. Any questions? The kids will ask me for like supplies. They'll be like, do you have any tape? And I'll be like, what are you trying to tape? Like, what do you need it for? And I don't know if they think I'm just like trying to dig information out of them. I'm not really sure, but like they always like give me these weird like roundabout answers as though I'm gonna like get upset with them for what they're doing with it. I don't know. So I'm like, why? Why do you need tape? And so they don't tell me. Or sometimes they do. But I'm like, I have like 15 kinds of tape. And for all we know, depending on what you're doing, tape might not even work. Like, you tell me what you need to do, and I will tell you what you need to do it with. That is my gift. Sometimes they don't need tape or glue, and they need a zip tie. You know? You know? I don't know. I think my kids mistake my clarification questions as criticism sometimes. Which is accidental on my part. I don't know why this isn't working, but I'll have to play with it later, I guess. Let me try one time doing this, see if I can get this open so that it'll... Oh, maybe. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble since I put the new glue in. I don't know if the glue is too thick. I don't think so, though, because it feels kind of the same as the art glitter glue, or if it's just, I need to clean my, maybe I just need to soak my glue nozzle in some water, warm water. It could be that. Alright, so. Okay. Now I've got these little dudes to play with. I can do that and it doesn't necessarily look bad. Or maybe I just, oh, this is perfect. Okay, so I am just going to cut right down this. And try to get a more even edge on this side. Let's see. Let's see if we can make this even. Even Steven. Okay. Whoops. Going off the rails there. Let's see. Let's make this. There we go. Okay. That looks nice. That'll be good. Okay. So I have a Weird Al song stuck in my head that I'm trying to combat because I can't sing it because I'm on the YouTubes. Butterfingers. I am Butterfingers. Let go. Okay. Alright, so here's one. Let's see if we can get 3 out of this. I'm sure we can get 3 out of the paper anyway. I know that much. Let's see if we can get 3 out of this specific piece. No, we cannot. Okay. Good to know. Oops. Crooked. That was crooked. You guys, I've been listening to Weird Al for 30 years. 30. In my head, I shouldn't be able to do anything. Have been able to do anything for 30 years, but here I am. 30. Weird Al was actually one of my first tapes. One of my first like tapes for my Walkman. I got Weird Al and I got Whitney Houston because it was the 80s, and I got the Food album. I got Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson. And then eventually I got New Kids on the Block because New Kids on the Block. So, let's see where we are on time so I don't go to an hour and 15 minutes like I did last time. Because holy Hannah, I did not mean to do that. But at the same time, I couldn't find any, like, there were places I'm sure I could have cut, but like I was too lazy to look real hard. So with the little skip through that I did, I didn't find. There's probably all sorts of places where I could have cut down, but I just wanted to get the video uploaded because I've been doing this thing lately where I like tell myself I'm going to upload the video later and then I forget to upload the video later, and it takes all day on the day I want it to show up. So I'm trying to film them, and then as soon as I'm done filming them, get them formatted, and then once they're done formatting, I'm trying to upload them right away. So, because I'm just done. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Whoa, that's a lot of glue coming out. Whoops. Whoops. I got a little, I was pressing it, squeezing on it like it was the other one. All right. Since we're talking about first musical things, my first CDs were Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill, that I got for my boombox when I had the clear phone. That was actually like almost that color, but clear. You could see all the guts. Remember when those were amazing and we loved them and we wanted them? Yeah, I got mine at a yard sale. Do. Okay. So these are just little thesaurus pages. I mean, I think they started out little too. Obviously, they're little now. Wow. Having issues with my gluing today. Put this one upside down. Quick. Oh, sugar. I put it upside down and I didn't want to, but we're good now. Fixed it. Nailed it. Okay. Oh, Aerosmith too. Aerosmith was one of my first CDs. Aerosmith, Counting Crows, and Alanis Morissette. And it was Aerosmith's Big One CD. So it was like greatest hits. And it was, at the time, I think it was Alanis Morissette's only CD. do this. Let's see what we get here. All right. I can deal with that. And then I'll find something to go on the front of my little Babettes and doodads. Where are my doodad Babettes? Here they are. All right. So I'm definitely still not done organizing, but I did make a little more progress. And this is a good one. I'll check this one. And no, there is no and. I just made some progress. I was pretty happy with it though. Let's see. I've got this flower, butterfly. Oh, you know what I'll do? See how many coffee cups I've got. Probably not a ton, because I haven't done everything. All right, music note. Let's see. Do we want a different? Is that too many music notes? It is. I think it is. One too many music notes. Okay, so here's. I have no multiples in here. That makes no sense. Let's see. Sorry, I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing. Oh, here's another mug. Let's see. Maybe I'll have to pull out my big bag and see if I can find something in there. Because I've got these little bags, but then I've also got the big bag that I haven't sorted yet. I'm going to grab that because I think that's where the rest of the things that I'm looking for are. Is this it? This is it. Okay. Let's see what we've got in here. Oh, there's a butterfly. Let's see. I'm just trying to pull everything. Oh, here's a flower. So if I can get... So it's basically like bingo. The first one that I get 3 of, we're good. So let's see what we've got here. Come on, bingo. Let's get a bingo. Please give me a bingo. Any one of these, several things that I have here would be just fine. Let's see. Come here, coffee cup. No, it ran away. And this is why I need to sort. Sort, sort, sort. Sort, sort, sort. Coffee cup. Come back here, coffee cup. You are coffee cup. There's 2. I think I have a third one, but I think it's a white background. Let's see if I can get some matching. 1 more. I just need 1 thing to match. Oh, bingo. I win, guys. I win. Yeah. Okay. And this is why I have a mess on my desk. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is ink, ink, ink. Let's ink all of them. And it actually, the ink is grabbing right onto this, so that's cool. Because I wasn't sure. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Oops. Silly me. I've got more to ink. What was I thinking? Ink, ink. Ink, 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 ink. Ink, ink. Ink, 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 ink. I'm putting the notes facing down, even though I'm pretty sure the way I pulled them off, they were facing upside down, but that's okay. I'm just doing what I do what I want. Oh, here comes Wastelet. She's sitting on the table, I think. I mean, she's climbing up on the table now. I don't know what she's going to do up there. Weiss, where'd you put my pen? And if you are new, Weiss is my cat. And she is named after a character on the show Ruby, spelled R-W-B-Y. Where is my one pin? I see one pin. Boogers, friends. Boogers. Alright, I'll find it later. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Grab all my pieces. I'm going to put this over here for a minute. Put this here. Okay, good, 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 good. Good, good, good. Yeah, I like that. Oh, no, look, see that it was upside down because the numbers are right side up. Okay, fine. If you insist. All right, so I'm going to do these one at a time. Oh, it's coming out a little better now. Maybe. Maybe I just need to put some water in it, but I don't think so, and I don't really want to, because putting water in stuff has not proved super, like, it's not bad, but it's not great as far as I'm concerned, as far as I've gone. Okay. Do-do-do. Doodle-do. So, Pam from the Paper Outpost sings little diddlies too. Little ditties. Diddly. Okay, I'm done. Ditties too, and she has sung Superman, I'm sure, but she's also sung Dragnet, and she thinks it's Superman, and it's not, because it's Dragnet. I haven't commented yet. I would like to at some point and say, hey, it's Dragnet, or read the comments and see if somebody else said it. So, some of it is Superman, but some of it is definitely Dragnet. And you just don't mess with Joe Friday, you know? Okay. There. Alright, so there's that. And now I am going to punch a hole. Yeah, I'm going to punch a whole lot of things. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to punch 3 of these. Let's see, one. Well, let's do it facing up. I do still have the thing that goes on here, but I just pulled it out, but I saved it because I save everything, but also because I didn't know if I'd need it. It's the thing that holds the pieces in, the little cap thing. Yeah, so I do still have it. I just took it off because I do this a lot, and it was cumbersome. It was like, words are good. It was just awkward to deal with. Okay, one inked. All right, looks like I'm running out of ink on my dauber. Ink, 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 ink. Hi, Weiss. Ink, 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 ink. Hey, there's my, nope, that's my other pin. Okay, put my pin in. Dude, I'm going to put it in this one because, no, I'm going to put it in this one because this one erupts. Anywho, you like the dialogues I have in my head out my mouth hole? My husband put on one of my videos. I'm like, why are you watching that? Stop, it's weird. It's weird hearing me, especially not coming from my phone. Like, I have to, like, brace myself if I'm going to watch part of my video because I sound weird outside my head. Okay, here we go. And this way, it adds some decoration, but it also, and it ties into the page, but also these won't poke anybody. Pokey things are bad in journals. For me, because I'm one of those people that will poke myself with the pokey things at some point. Whoops, let's do this. I'm trying to get it all the way like surrounded, but I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. We are good. It's less of an aesthetic thing for me than it is a safety thing for me. Because I'm one of those people that'll like paper cut my finger in like the stupidest way. Okay, now that I have that, I am going to cut some paper for the for writing space. Even if you want to put like a little word or a quote. That would look nice. I think I'm getting hiccups. Okay. So, what were your first CDs or tapes or anything? Let me know in the comments if you want to. You can compare tracks, records, if you know if you had first records, like just what was your first music that you owned, I guess. I mean, technically I did have the Fisher-Price record player when I was a kid, and that had records. We had a little record player that played like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but those don't count. Like my first like real. So it was funny because the first album I got was Bad by Michael Jackson, and the other one was the Food album by Weird Al. So I had Bad and then I had Fat, and I listened to them regularly. They were great because I used to live like, my parents lived like an hour away from my mom's parents, the grandparents I talk about all the time. So my mom moved like an hour away, so it was always an hour ride to my grandparents' house, but it was cool because, you know, eventually I got it was a long ride at first because my mom used to tell me every time the wheels are turning, we get a little closer because, you know, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And, yeah, so, you know, she taught me the, things to look out for. Like, remember I told you, location, or, you know, like locations and landmarks are the best way to give me direction. When I was growing up, there was a set of telephone poles, well, power lines, really. And they didn't look like telephone poles because they had giant triangles at the tops. And the giant triangles meant that we were about within 10 minutes of my grandmother's house. Triangles meant we were almost there. So my mom taught me to look for the triangles. So I did. And so now so I've moved up to this area now and away from that area. And so when I've brought my kids up that way, I have pointed out the triangles on our way back and whatnot. So it's a nice little tradition. Like, this is how you know you're close to home. So, someday I'll tell you about my 14-year-old and what it was like to drive with him in the car. He knows this. And he laughs, like he smiles when we talk about it. He was obnoxious. Okay, so I'm just putting these tags in. Maybe next video, I'm going to make myself a note. So the next video I make, I'm going to talk about traveling with Caden. Oh, I said his name. Oh, well. With Kiddo. I try not to mention their names because this is about me, not about them. In a, like, not giving out information on the internet kind of way. Alright. So there's writing space here and here that can label the tags, and then the tags have writing space themselves that can be used for quotes or whatever. And where are we at for time? Ooh, I've only got 5 minutes left, so I think I'm going to actually call it good. I'm not sure. I feel like I want to add something else, but oh, you know what I'm going to add? I lied. I am going to add stuff. You can't stop me. Try. Just try and stop me. All right. I do have my musical note stamp, and I do want to stamp that. Okay, and that's going to be the last thing. So there. All right. Yeah, so there. I like that. It's not completely blank. It's got a little hand touch there. All right, so we've got this page complete and this page complete. That was handy. On your mark, get set, go. All right, so if you enjoyed watching me or listening to me babble or some combination thereof, please like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you on my next video. Oh, also, you can join my Facebook group, Wicked Crafty Mom, on Facebook. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.